to 3 months only until you can find a way to improve them in the long term. Okay? Your intravenous IVIG, parang ano lang yan, sandali lang yan. Mahal na nga, sandali pa yung effect niyan. It also follows the same as plasmapheresis, 1 to 3 months lang naman yan. Until such time that you can actually give or do something best or better for your myasthenia gravis. Okay? So, isa sa mga dapat mangyari sa mga pasyenteng tinitreat ng myasthenia gravis is to avoid exacerbation. And what will exacerbation be presenting? How will exacerbation present? Ang exacerbation is weakness, super weakness talaga. To the point na hindi na makakahinga yung pasyente, mapamatay yan. Okay? And when you have myasthenia crisis, automatically, it needs an ICU setting. Okay? Kasi ibibigay sa inyo ang lahat ng gamot nyo. Okay? You can start with your acetylcholinesterase, give your IVIG, plasmapheresis, stabilize your patient, if it has a thymoma to a thymectomy. You can start with your other immunotherapies, glucocorticoids, and eventually your other immunotherapy to control myasthenia gravis. The earlier you diagnose your patients, malay mo hanggang acetylcholinesterases lang kaya, okay na siya. But again, you have to investigate the reason for the myasthenia gravis. Alam ko, mahirap maghanap na radioimmunoassay ng antibodies. That's one of the things that are probably more expensive to do, but you can do other things that can give you a possibility of diagnosis of myasthenia gravis. Okay? O, diba? Cholinergic activating drugs. Okay? So that is myasthenia gravis. Dati isasabihan lang yan. Okay. Any questions? Hopefully, wala naman kayo myasthenia gravis kasi feeling ko, mahina ng katawan nyo. Mahina naman katawan nyo. Okay. Alright. Our next, autonomic nervous system problem. Hopefully, you can still remember. Yan. Maraming drugs that involve the autonomic nervous system that is used to treat this disease, glaucoma. Okay. By the way, gumamit pa kayo ng reference ng Click Farm 1? Meron naman, di ba? C little c? Little c. Correct. You can add books to your... Alam ko, nakita ko na ito last semester pinafilm na yan. Hanapin niyo si DiPiro. Okay. Alam ko may ano yan, may kumakalat na e-book yan, DiPiro. Okay. Hindi ni pera, DiPiro. DiPiro. May ano pa yan, may workbook sheet yan. Pero alam ko, meron kayo nung e-book niya. Huwag nyo na atin bilhin yung librong tunay niya. Kasi baka bukas makalawa po ba na kayo. Mabigat yun. That's listing. Okay. And it's worth. I don't know whether how much the e-book cost, but the real text or the textbook is 8,000 US. Okay. That's the last time I bought it. And I bought it in Japan. The previous edition, I have the newest edition. The previous edition I bought in Singapore. You can never buy it in the Philippines. Feeling ko ayaw nila ibenta kasi nga masyadong mahal para bilhin. Yung problema, natatalisod ko siya sa mga bookstores. Pag ako nagpupunta ng abroad, ang una ko pinupuntahan, hindi yung mga sightseeing. Ang una ko pinupuntahan, yung bookstore. Or, kung gusto nyo bilhin, you can buy it at Amazon. I guess. In Amazon. I think it's about $300 or $400. Legit eh. DiPiro. Anyway. So, try to read that. Lahat naman ng topics ng DiPiro nandun. Okay? Okay, so our next topic that will also deal with autonomic nervous system is glaucoma. So what is glaucoma? Glaucoma technically is an ocular disease. It's an eye disease that will eventually lead to optic neuropathy. Ibig sabihin yan, yung optic disc nyo nasisira. Okay? And remember, the optic disc is where your optic nerve exits. So pag nasira nyo yung optic disc, masisira nyo yung optic nerve nyo. At pag nasira yung optic nerve nyo, unti-unti na kayo mawawala ng paningin. Okay? You will lose visual sensitivity and your visual field will slowly narrow. Ang unang nawawala sa visual field nyo pag kayo ay may glaucoma ay yung tagiliran. Okay? Yung gitna, nape-preserve yan. So, pag talagang ganun gitna talaga. Okay? Pero yung tagiliran nawawala, magingitin yan. Tapos, gitna na lang. Mape-preserve yung gitna, pero yung tagiliran naman. Okay? Now, there are two types of glaucoma. Okay? You have your primary open angle. Open angle, ha? Open angle glaucoma, or what is the most famous abbreviation is POAG. P-O-A-G. Baka kasi tutuwa na sila. Sige nga, pag abbreviation. Kaya kahit 100 abbreviation. POAG. And the other type of glaucoma is your primary angle closure glaucoma. Okay? Pag sinabing open at close, that will only pertain to the angle. What is that angle I'm talking about? That angle is known as your iridoscleral angle. Assuming na, alam ko pa drawing. Okay. This is the front of your eye. This is the cornea. This is the iris. Yung buto sa gitna, yung pupil. Sa ilalim ng pupil nyo, nandito yung lente. Okay? There are two basic chambers, three chambers of the eye. The anterior chamber, the posterior chamber, and the uveal chamber. Kailangan mabalik yung anatomy ulit. Okay. Now, your eye is inflated because of the vitreous body, vitreal body, and the fluid that is produced by the eye. And what is the fluid produced by the eye? This is known as your aqueous humor. Your aqueous humor is produced by the choroid, particularly your choroid plexuses, your papillary. Okay? Nandito. These are blood vessels. May mga blood vessels yan. So this produces your aqueous humor, which goes into the posterior chamber, out into the pupil, and drained to the anterior chamber, going to your what? Going to your, what is this? This is your iridocorneal angle, wherein you have your, what is it? You have your trabecular meshwork and eventually draining into the canal of Schlemm. Yung canal of Schlemm nyo, actually, parang vein yan. Kasi lahat ng humor nyo, dinidrain at bumabalik yan sa circulatory system nyo. Sa venous drainage, kumbaga. But there is also another drainage that will also be encountered in your, on the drainage of your aqueous humor. And this is known as what? Sorry. This is known as the uveoscleral outflow. The uveoscleral outflow. This is the iridocorneal junction. So, dalawang dinidrain yan. Okay? So, pag na-block nyo ito, hindi makakalabas ang aqueous humor nyo or madidrain ang aqueous humor nyo. Magkakaroon kayo ng increase fluid and eventually increase in IOP. What is IOP? Intraocular pressure. Okay? So pag sinabi niyo POAG, or primary open angle closure, this is actually the hypertension of your eye. Kung may hypertension sa iyo sa mga blood vessel, may hypertension ng eye kayo. This is your POAG. And this lecture actually more or less is bent towards POAG. Your primary angle closure glaucoma is secondary to a physical blockage of the drainage of your aqueous humor, or the trabecular meshwork is blocked. Okay? Pag nag-block yan, kailangan i-unblock nyo. Okay? So, the glaucoma can either be of any of the varieties of glaucoma. Okay? You can either have a primary glaucoma, which is technically just hypertension of your eye. Second, you can have an inherited disorder of glaucoma. You can also have a congenital defect that blocks and can produce glaucoma. Or, worst comes to worst, you have a secondary glaucoma, which is secondary to either trauma or drugs. Drugs can induce glaucoma. Okay? Malas nyo pag trauma. Pag aksidente kayo, at nasira nyo yan, parte ng mata nyo yan, magkakaglaucoma kayo. Okay? Now, the open angle glaucoma, again, would actually destroy, because of the increase in pressure inside the eye, you will have optic nerve damage. Pero actually ngayon, hindi na naman pressure ang magsisira sa optic nerve ng mata ninyo. Okay? But because of the IOP, technically right now, it is the sole reason for the destruction of your optic disc or optic nerve. Okay? Pero sabi ko nga, merong other contributory factors that can lead to a loss of vision of any patient. Okay? Now, in a primary and open angle glaucoma, okay, intraocular pressure is not constant. Open angle lang kasi ocular hypertension yan. So, wala namang problema sa drainage. Kaya lang, for some reason, talagang mataas lang ang intraocular pressure niya. And of course, it is relegated to the amount of of your aqueous humor. But again, it can also be secondary to your blood pressure. Minsan, pag ubo nyo, tumataas ang presyon ng mata nyo. Pag na-compress ang neck nyo, tumataas din ang presyon ng mata nyo. Posture can also increase the pressure of your eye. Okay? Ang IOP pressure nyo has a diurnal rhythm. Okay? Mataas siya pag ikaw ay nasa gabi na. 6 p.m., minimal na ang eye pressure. Pero pag gising mo sa umaga, mataas ang eye pressure nyo. Okay? So, how do you pharmacologically control the inflow and outflow of aqueous humor in a patient with primary open angle glaucoma? So, maraming ways to control aqueous humor production. Number 1 is alpha-adrenergic agonist. Kilala niyo ba si alpha-adrenergic? Babalik tayo talaga dito. Number 2 is a beta-adrenergic blocker. Kaya nga pag screen far 2, dapat sinasabi ko na hindi ko na dapat i-review sa inyo eh. Kasi nga, progressive to. The third would be your dopamine blockers. Third would be your carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. Fourth would be your melatonin 1 agonist. Yung carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, hindi pa natitake kasi pang 5th chapter pa siya na cardiovascular. Nandun siya. And the last one is your adenylate cyclase inhibitors. Okay? So, outflow of your aqueous humor, of course, can be done by giving cholinergic drugs, particularly your pilocarpine, your direct-acting cholinergic drug. This will allow what? What will it allow? Contraction of your ciliary muscle, okay, and opening of your ciliary muscle, which allows the stretching of your iris and thereby opening your angle, which leads to the trabecular meshwork and all of that. Second, to also increase the outflow of your aqueous humor is prostaglandin analogs. The last and third would be your alpha-2 adrenergic agonist. This will increase the uveal scleral flow into your uveal scleral junction. Okay? Okay. So when you have primary, yun ang mga gamot nyo. But if you have secondary open angle glaucoma, it depends now on where there is a problem. It can either be pre-trabecular, trabecular itself, or the post-trabecular. Okay? So, pag pre-trabecular, that means dito nangyayari yan bago dumating dito. Okay? That means your meshwork or your drainage is okay. But it just prevents the outflow of aqueous humor. You don't know. Pag trabecular mismo ang sira nyo, hindi problema. Nag-accumulate lang yung fluid nyo doon, hindi siya lumalabas. Pero yung pampurin nyo is the post-trabecular, and that would be the veins that would drain the fluid. Tandaan nyo, kailangan na-drain sa vein yan. Pag walang sira ang veins niyan, which is the episcleral veins, hindi nyo matidrain ang fluid nyo. Mag-accumulate pa rin siya. Eh, paano kung may hypertension kayo? Pwede masira yung episcleral veins nyo. So, kasama yan. Okay? So, when you start to medicate your IOPs, okay, particularly for open angle, sa mga pasyenteng may high risk for producing glaucoma, actually one of the treatment is corticosteroid. Okay? You can use systemic corticosteroids. Corticosteroids can produce an increase in IOP. So, dahan-dahan kayo. Kaya pag kayo ay naka-steroid, alam ko sa inyo, kung may mga sore eyes kayo, ang una nyo pinabibili, na ayokong pinabibili sa mga pasyente ko, ang mukhang binibili is Maxitrol. Ilan nyo si Maxitrol? Wala pa kasi kayong protection eh. Yun ang problema ko. Wala kayong protection sa mga pharmacy. Maxitrol. Maxitrol is a combination of a steroid and an antibiotic. Okay? Pag mataas ang steroid component, may tendency mag-produce siya ng glaucoma. Oral or systemic corticosteroids can also do the same. Nasal or inhaled corticosteroids can also increase IOP. Okay? Ophthalmic anticholinergics, atropine, can also increase IOP. Tandaan niyo kung anticholinergics, anong nangyayari pag anticholinergics? What is the effect of the iris of anticholinergics? It is mydriasis or pupillary dilation. Pag pupillary dilation, ano mangyayari sa iris nyo? Yung iris nyo, nakaganyan. Naka-fold. Kasi bumuka siya. So, ano mangyayari? You will block the angle that will drain the aqueous humor. That is why a drug that will produce meiosis is the one that will increase the drainage of your aqueous humor. Kasi yung iris mo will now be stretched towards the middle and it will flatten, thereby exposing your angle. Diba? Succinylcholine can also produce increase in IOP. Okay. So, tingnan nyo na lang yung mga ibang mga droga that can increase IOP and produce a closed angle glaucoma. Marami yan. Okay? So when your glaucoma, your POAG, or open angle glaucoma presents itself, it presents bilaterally. Parehong mata nyo is affected. Okay? Kaya pag nag-drop eye drops kayo, kahit isa lang ang na-diagnose, ang tendency is to put an eye drop also on the other side. Okay? Hindi lang isa ang ginagamit nyo ha, hindi isang mata lang ang nilalagay nyo ng eye drops. The tendency is your doctor might tell you to do it bilaterally, even if assuming na asymmetric ang presentation at isa lang ang mata, ilalagay nyo rin yung kabilang mata. Okay? And open angle disorders are normally genetically determined. Kung may lahi kayo, may posibilidad na meron din kayo. Okay? And again, majority of glaucomas are the open angle glaucomas. It applies for around 60 to 70% of all glaucomas. Okay? And 95% of glaucomas are progressive. Okay? 95%, as much as 95% is progressive. That means majority of you will have visual loss. Peripherally, until maubos hanggang centrally. Although sabi ko sa inyo, central visual acuity is preserved. It is the peripheral that is a problem in glaucoma. So kung kayo ay nagdadrive, yung blind side, yung tagiliran, ang problema nyo. So kung may glaucoma ka na, hindi mo pa nakikita yung tagiliran ng kotse nyo, talaga mababangga ka. Di ba pag blind side, may masasagasaan, may masasagasaan kayo. Gusto nyo may masasagasaan kayo. Anyway. Now for closure angle angle closure glaucoma, ang presenting niyan is what? Anong presenting ng angle closure? Ang presenting ng angle closure glaucoma is blurriness or cloudiness or may halo ang mga ilaw. Or worst comes to worst, may rainbow. Okay. May rainbow. Have you tried closing your eyes and seeing flashes of light even if your eyes are closed? Have you done that? Nakakita ba kayo niya? Can you elicit that? When you do that, you can elicit it by closing your eyes and then putting your index finger and middle finger and try to tap on your eyelids. You will see flashes of light. Okay, that's how glaucoma should present. Of course, with an occasional headache. Kasi pag mata talaga affected, headache talaga ang problema niyo. Pag sinilip kayo ng ophthalmologist nyo, yung sinisilip nila yung mata nyo, ang una niyo makikita is namamaga ang cornea nyo, number one. And of course, the late progression, pag nakita niya sa likod, your optic disc is namamaga as well. Okay? Kaya kailangan, pag nakita niya yan, magko-confirm agad ang inyong ophthalmologist kasi it will lead to blindness. Okay, so how do you diagnose or confirm that you have glaucoma as your disease? Okay, number one, of course, yung optic disc. Pag nakita ng optic disc ay maga, nako, matakot. Second, you will also undergo what is known as a visual field testing or peripheral visual field testing. Yan yung hindi ko lang nakakapunta na kayo sa software. Lalagyan yung ulo nyo sa isang dome. Tapos yung dome na yan, may mga butas na maliliit. Yung mga butas na yan, may ilaw yun. Tapos, may center lang. So, ang gagawin nyo, isa-isa lang naman lagi mata. Titingnan nyo lang yung center. Tapos, pag may nakita kayo ng flash na ilaw, pipindot kayo. Pag wala kayo nakita ng flash, hindi kayo pipindot. So, mamamap out niya kung saan nawawalan kayo ng vision. Okay? So, pag nauubos na, hindi nyo nakikita yung tagiliran, ang nakikita nyo na nagka-flash sa gitna, ay, gusto, matatakot kayo. Okay? Of course, your doctor also checks the pressure of your eye. There's a certain pressure that will allow or that will increase the possibility that your doctor will diagnose you as a patient with glaucoma. So this changes with this. Second would be visual field loss. And of course, the third one would be the measurement of your pressure in the eye, or intraocular pressure. Okay? So technically, around 40 to 90 millimeters mercury increase in your eye would probably diagnose you with 40 to 90 40 to 90 millimeters mercury of your eye would diagnose you probably with glaucoma. Okay? So the goal of treatment is what is the goal of treatment? To reduce your IOP. Decreasing your IOP decreases your chances and risk of destroying the optic nerve as well as the optic disc. Okay? So how do you do this? Babaan yun ng babaan ng babaan. So what is the goal of treatment? Again, try to pharmacologically treat it, or if there's a surgical or anatomical defect, then correct it. Okay? Ano ang number one? Sa ngayon, ang pinaka number one choice for glaucoma is not the the cholinergic indirect acting, okay, or the direct acting cholinergic. Okay, number one would be your topical beta blockers. Okay. This is the first line agent. Okay, and it has been used time and time again as management or maintenance of your glaucoma. Yan ang first line, ha? So what are your beta blockers that are good for glaucoma? Si Timolol, kilala niyo si Tim. Okay? Si Cartiolol, si Dataxolol, Metipranolol, Levuronolol, something like that. Okay? Pero hindi kasama si Propranolol. Okay? Alam ko mas marami ang Timolol. Alam ko maraming lima. Second use, or second of the primary line drugs, or first line drug, is your prostaglandin analogs. Okay? At makikilala nyo siya kasi nag-i-ending lahat ng mga drug ito with a pros. Okay? Lanapros, Imatopros, Pravapros, Raflupros, pros. Pros are normally given at least once a day, and they are better intraocular pressure reducers, and they are better tolerated by the patient. Okay? At available na rin ito sa market. Mas available naman siya sa market. Your second line drugs, or one of your second line drugs would be your alpha-2 adrenergic agonist. Isa na naman ang alpha-2. Hindi nyo ginagamit ang clonidine at saka methadone. Alpha-2 adrenergic agonist. Ang ginagamit nyo is the analog of clonidine, which is brimonidine. Okay? And of course, the other second line drug is carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. And there is only one. Well, acetazolamide is the prototype of your carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. That is a second line drug. There is a third line drug wherein you now have your cholinergic acting drugs. Your pilocarpine is only considered as a third line therapy. Your indirect acting cholinomimetics such as carbachol is also a third line drug. Even one of your acetazolamide, your carbonic anhydrase, can also become third line drugs. Again, the line drugs are usually as a stepwise manner in treating. Pag hindi kaya ng first line, punta sa second line. Hindi kaya ng second line, at talagang wala nang kaya, saka lang kayo pupunta sa third line as your last resort. Because your third line drugs are the ones that have a lot of toxicity. So ayaw nyo muna ma-expose sa toxicity ang inyong pasyente. Tama? So another treatment na hindi naman kasama, nila is your Rho kinase inhibitor. What is your Rho kinase inhibitor? Nitardozil. Rho kinase inhibitor. Okay? It also has the similar effect of beta blockers. Okay? And can be used in combination with other therapies. Kung hindi na kaya ng gamot, then you can always go with surgery. Okay? Surgery. Dalawang surgery niyan. One, laser or surgical trabeculoplasty. In other words, ayusin nyo yung drainage system. But there's one surgery that is also needed, and that is yung pag binutas nyo yung iris nyo or iridectomy. Okay? Mas lalo na pag-emergency at hindi na nag-drain, i-drain nyo agad from posterior to anterior by putting a hole in your iris. Iridectomy. But if your drugs can be given, you can always start with, of course, myotic drugs are one of those that can be easily used in an attack, in a glaucoma attack. Biglang sumakit at tumaas ang presyon ng mata nyo. Myotics are the first one so that you can stretch out your iris and open your angle and drain your aqueous humor. Your inhibitors, which are your beta blockers, your alpha-2 agonist, and your carbonic anhydrase, including that of your prostaglandin analogs, can be second-line. Okay. Kung gusto nyo paiiin yung pasyente nyo, pwede rin. You can give mannitol, you can give glycerin. That will decrease IOP. That is assuming that it will decrease the fluid. So hopefully, when all of these drugs or all of this management and treatment starts to treat your glaucoma, you do not stop there. You have to monitor your patient. Okay? And again, in clinical pharmacy, you are watching for one very failure-driven treatment, and that is non-compliance. Okay? It is up to you to make sure that your patients adhere to their medications and comply with their medications. At the same time, you also ask them for their adverse reactions or anything that they feel when they start taking the drug. Outcome. Whether your patients have good outcomes, whether your patients tolerate their drugs, whether their drugs are very effective as far as the patient's experience is concerned. Okay? Kuha? So, again monitoring adherence is on the top of the list of a clinical pharmacist. Adherence. And again, it will always give you the therapy failure. So, yan ang isa sa mga ambag natin bilang pharmacist sa paggaling ng ating mga pasyente. Okay? Naintindihan. Okay? Pang-bilis naman. Tapos 7:30. Dapat pala 3 topics pa rin. Kaya lang feeling ko may glaucoma ng mga mata niya. May mga myasthenia gravis na yung mga eyelids. Nagsalamin na nga siya. Si Maramot. Masakit na daw mata niya. Nag-glaucoma na boxer. With matching myasthenia gravis. Alright? So next meeting, we shall be taking up your central nervous system problems. Insomnia, sleeping problems, anxiety, schizophrenia. So babalikan natin ulit yung finals na pharmacology. Review natin ulit. Okay? Are there any questions? Wing-wing na, para naman may day. Malamig-dalamig na kayo. Again, if there are no questions, then class dismissed. So, isolate naman tayo, di ba?